Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of the Edith Holden Project where I don't know how to describe it. I am using the Edith Holden Diary of an Edwardian Lady as inspiration for a reproduction-ish in my own hands, but it's not reproduction, it's something else. So good news for anybody who was here last time. I now have enough of the paper pads. It should see us through the whole season, assuming that I don't abandon ship. I've got a couple of Sharpies, and I need a piece of paper. Ooh. There we are. Do this, that, these, those. Okay, so this is where we are at. We are at the title page. This title page. I tried to do a thing with watercolor that failed completely, and it made me sad. So I am going to start over, but I am worried that I am now doing this folio at a time, so I can sort of start over whenever I want, but I don't want to start doing that just because I made a page that I don't like. So we are going to start all over again. Another important thing is, based on Danny Gregory's sketchbook art, I am going to use an indelible pen. I am not going to use anything that is erasable, because erasing will be, except for lines for the purposes of writing, if I am drawing, that's not going to be conducive to finishing. I'm going to be stuck in a loop of, well, I should have done it differently, and then different. So I have this, maybe you can't see it very well. This is a line drawing thingy, that I got some time ago, and never used it, never had a reason to, but basically you plunk it down like that, line, and I'm sort of scraping around looking for a pencil, which I can't find at the moment. So wait, guess what? I'll be right back. It just wouldn't be a video without me getting up and forgetting something and having to go back. So for this, she has used the place, her name, and then nature notes for the year, and then some kind of quotation in the bottom. So, oops-a-daisy. Step 1, draw some lines. So I'm going to make this kind of simple. There's that. Where did I stop? There. Let's try that. Skip 1. 1, 2. Then some others at the bottom. So this won't be the only time that I'm using this, so I think I'll keep that with my kit-o things. And this is going to be horseshoes and hand grenades. Open it. So she has Gowan Bank, Olton, Warwickshire. So I can say Southern Ontario, Canada. And I can say Mary Ellen. Okay, and now we're going to do nature notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should probably mark where the middle is, just because it could all go horribly wrong really quickly if I don't space it right. So 5.5, 2.5, 2 3/4. That's about the middle of the page. Let us go. So I'm going to put notes first, and then I'm going to do nature, and I'm going to start at the E and go that way. I think the spacing would be a little bit easier. So notes. Notes. N O T E S. Okay. And I'm going to just split this again in two. So this is 2, sort of like a 1.5-y. There. Nature. There, nature notes. That looks all right. So far, so good. I didn't put the lines on the right spots. That needed to be, I need another line there. 4, and then I need a line there for the date. It's not 1906, it is 2024. Oof. Is that a 4? That's gonna go up like that. No, that's not right. That's okay. Ford looks so unhappy. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you know what? This I will keep for sure, because that 4 is not right. And then she had something pithy to say about nature. What do I want to say about this? This is the Urban Diary. of who am I? This is the Natural and Urban Diary, got that, of, I am not Edwardian, and I would not self-describe as a lady. I would be woman. But I don't want to say woman. You know what? Of a curious 21st century observer? Artist? Called myself an artist. Sure. And I'm allowed to put in goofy hearts. Boy, that 4 is going to be a lot to watch. And I have this beautiful eraser that comes off gorgeously. Now there's 2 other things that I can do here. The first one is create some kind of a frame. I get rid of some of that shaving just to see how much needs still to come off. Yeah, we're pretty good. Okay, good enough. So I want to color, not cover. Nature notes. And I need some green paint. Do I have green paint in here? Yeah, I do. It does not need to be precious. I don't need to fix it. Oh, wait. There. A little bit of a spritzeroo. Now I've got this bright green and this sort of darkish green. I think I like the darker green hair better. And it doesn't have enough water. Good grief. Okay, a lot of green going on now. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a place to discharge a lot of this paint. There we are. Get it slightly less watery. I've gone completely quiet because it takes concentration to color in little letters. I haven't done this for a while. Oh, just color it in wrong. It's all right. It'll be fine. I need a bucket of, not a bucket, jar of water. Be right back. And I think this is red. Ooh, nope, it's purple. Is this red? Nope, is this red? Yes, wow. Like, I am certain there are people who can discern the difference of all of those. I am not one of them. And I'm going to put a little red heart right there. Because I can. There. So, title page. Not done. But this phase completed. So, the next thing that I am thinking about is I either want to frame it by drawing a line around it, or do some doodly drawing. She kept it really, really clean. I like a border. I like a border with my watercolor. I don't know why. It makes no logical sense, I don't think. But it just feels better. Everybody's still sopping wet. So we will let the little paint dry. Should we? What could possibly go wrong? Let's do it. There. Does that look better? That looks better to me. And I deliberately am using scruffiness. I am not using, a hand did this, not rulers and measuring and so on and so forth. Because if you've been here for a while, I do love a good ruler. I do love a straight line and a sharp angle. But this is for a different purpose. So I think we've got our title page done. And I might do some doodly-doos or something later. I'm not sure. So that's that part, but we're not done yet. But wait, there's more. So, Cindy at Studio Lou put together a phrenology, what the heck does she call it? Phenology wheel. Phenology. Phenology, which is the observation of the seasonal and cyclic changes in the natural world. And so if you go to at Studio Lou here on YouTube, you will be able to find her Etsy site where she is selling this kit. We will take a careful observation about some aspects of this. That is a toenail, not mine. This is chewing. This is chewing. This is chewing. This is Gracie doing some kind of wackadoodle inspection. So what did she do? So one of the things that she has done is created pages that are for the purposes of creating some kind of a journal. And this would be great for anyone who is wanting to study, wanting to play around on a whole year's basis. And so these are the months, les months. And I'm just gonna fold these all out. So her thought was to create this as a cover and a back page for each of these months. And I'm not entirely sure if that's what I'm going to do or not. I am going to use it, but I might have other applications. We shall see. We shall see. These are just such gorgeous illustrations. But I think this will be 100% in the same box as the Edith Holden project, because I think that they are connected somehow. There we are. So January, February. I love that blue jay. I had to print that one out again. January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. There we are. So that then could be its own book, and within each page, or within each sort of folio, do I have? Yes, I do. So this is a project that I did for about a year, and then I stopped because I just got tired and it was hard work. Just gonna cover, what do we need to cover? Those days, I think. So this would have been what I would do in my own day timer. So every day I would put something down that was a big part of the day. So this is June 6th. That's Gracie's Gotcha Day. Went to a ball game, went to the vet. Some of these days, like clearly 5 days a week work, but I am going to not necessarily put work as the highlight unless there was something of work that was useful, that is supported in these pages. But things like I planted marigolds, I went to the pet store, I went to the art store, I finished the coffee journal, I remember that. I went to lunch with a friend, I went swimming. You get the idea. And so I think one of the fun things that we can do, is print maybe the calendar month of January here. And I can either do a picture, but I don't think I want to do a picture. I think what I want to do, this can be the book of firsts. And so if I have the month here, then if there is a first, then I could just do a doodly-doo that says, oh, first robin. At the moment, we're going to have a first snowfall because there's no snow. So that kind of thing. And then if I did one a month, then I would then have this book as the book of firsts. And then I have a binding method that I want to use for this and for the Edith Holden, so that all I'm ever really working on is just the month, as opposed to, oh my goodness, here's 12 months, I'm never going to make it. We don't have to worry about making it, because for Edith Holden and this other nature project, which is the book of firsts, all I have are these 2 sheets of paper. Finish those pieces of paper, and then we'll get more pieces of paper. So for my brain and for my my level of, I guess, experience, that is enough without being overwhelming. So in goal setting and goal achievement, draw a picture of what I have in my head. So there is a thing. We'll use this, why not? So if you're achieving a goal, let's say this is the goal. You can say, oh, my goal is to, this is going to be January, this is going to be December, Edith Holden project, and a book of firsts. I want to do those 2 things for the entire year. I don't have to think about the goal in its entirety. Once I set the goal, I can sort of not worry about thinking about the entire goal, because now all I am worried about is just doing January. And now the goal feels much more achievable and truncated. I will always have the ability to sort of zoom back out and see, oh, here is the goal in its entirety. But I don't have to worry about it. I have to do January, and I have to do these 2 sheets of paper. This will probably end up being 4, but I don't even have to worry about the 4 yet. I got to get 3 other sheets filled in before I need to worry about a second sheet of paper. And that feels super manageable. It's like, that's all I need. I'm going to be very careful, because if I splodge that around, I'm going to be very sad. So I'm not going to wave that around too much anymore. So that, I think, is where we are at. I think I'm really excited. Tomorrow, what do we get to do tomorrow? I feel like tomorrow is like Edith Holden Bonanza Day. Move that off to the side. So January is her title page. And she has a diary entry for January 1st. And so tomorrow I really need to worry about that and a diary entry. And I have for January the micro steps. So we've done the title page. So tomorrow I need to do the main page, and I need to do diary day 1. That's all I got to do. Oh, and find a suitable paper to do a diary on. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. We can think about ways of being able to do the diary. Maybe while we're up and alert. So one of the things that I thought of is, because we're not reproducing hers, we're using that as a sort of a jumping off point. So there's, let's take this for example. What do I want to do? How many pages? I have 1, 2, 3 pages. So let's do some more math. So we have 3 pages, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days. So that's probably 3 pages of 3. 2 pages of 3 and 2 pages of 2. So if this were a page, then I can just do something like that and then say that's January 1 and then just fill it in. And I'm mathing this out to myself. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I will need a second sheet, and I will need the diary on this page. And this is how I will break up the diary so that I make sure that I am somehow keeping track. And I would probably do this. And do January 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. And I really like this as outlining. So let's fold another piece of paper just so that I kind of know what I'm talking about, and you might get a sense of what I'm talking about. Golly, we're going through this paper awful quick, and we haven't even hit January yet. Almost. Can I just put this over here for just a mo? Okay, so we need to fold another piece of paper. Okay, so we have title page. There'll be a main page, art, quote, and whatever I do for quotes. Then there will be a page of art, and then, so that's a page break, that's a folio break, and there. So for the last 2 pages, so this will be this page and this page, I will need to be doing, this is going to be a January 1, a January 5, da 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 da. So that's actually what I have for working. May not make sense to anybody else but me, and that's possibly okay. I'm going to be doing more of this, and I'll show you what I mean. So, as of tomorrow, I will have 3 pieces of paper, and I'm going to find a way to print off this calendar. I'm also going to keep this edge because Gracie is part of my life, and I don't need this to be perfect. I need it to be done, because done is far more important than perfect. Maybe that's what I should write down. Done is far more important than pretty neat. perfect. Because December, I want done. I will not care about pretty, neat, and perfect, because when we did our flip through, Edith had mistakes. She is an artist. She did splendid work, but she had spaces where, oh, you know what? That's actually not perfect. So even following her footsteps, we have permission to do the thing is more important than perfection, or not doing it at all in fear of that. And that I have this wonky 4 is really important, I think. So I think I'm going to stop here, because I got to go find a good calendar and print off some calendar bits for my book of lists. My book of lists. And I will leave it here. There's something else that I need to film today, and I know, a studio update. What does Shell at Shell's Creative Chaos calls it? State of the studio, a state of the studio address. And I think I would like to do that, because it just feels right at the end of December to say, and this is what I'm thinking of doing the next year coming up. And you clearly already have at least 2 things: Junk Journal January and Book of Firsts and the Nature Notes, and then jam full of all kinds of other things that are absolutely part of the community's seasonal rotation. Anyways, that is all for now. As ever, thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate have somebody to talk to. Love you much. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye now.